went back the morning after to get her stuff from the apartment. Look at his face. Look at his face. But she stayed at the neighbor's home, slept there, and in the morning she went
The
back to
neighbor
the
of
house.
the neighbor of Diddy?
No, the neighbor of the guy who he invited her to the house and where she was drugged and raped. So
Okay.
she stayed at the neighbor's house the night. So the police came. They called the police. Police came. I mean, if there is a shooting, RJ, let's be honest. Police will come. It's weird that they don't take statements. Anyway, the police told her to go home. She told him the story of being raped. Where do you hear police? You tell a story, you've been raped, they tell you to go home, sleep it off. Anyway, usually they tell you to get a kit.
Yeah, you need
A
to
rape
get the kid.
Yeah. Anyway, she
But
stayed.
it
She
can be two
didn't
things.
go home.
Yeah, continue.
The story is crazy. She didn't go home. She stayed at the neighbor's. She slept at the neighbor's couch, on the neighbor's couch. Went back the morning after to get her stuff from the apartment. Look at his face. Look at his face. She went back, got her stuff, and then went home. That whole story is crazy. This is the things you're reading. So this is why I am very skeptical about these stories right now. Because that whole story, I'm like, yo, this is like a James Bond story. The way, and I skipped a couple of parts. The parts where there was an altercation between Diddy and his people, that sounded like a Matrix movie. The way they wrote it.
Yeah.
Guns were going off, people were getting slapped, and all about Tupac.
Hey man, what can I say, KR?
I don't know, but this is the crazy part about these stories, and this is one thing. I think we talked about this also in a previous show. Right? You gotta be very careful how you read these articles. It's better to read the complaint itself, because the articles will filter certain things out and things that might make you scratch your head. And like we said in the previous show as well, every case should be treated separately. You cannot bunch them all, pile them all together and say the guy is. I mean, I do think that Diddy is a foul person. He might have done some foul things. I mean, the way he treated Cassie, the uppercuts he was giving her, man, that was crazy.
You know what the problem is, KR? It's the boy who cried wolf, right? The story sounds surreal,
No.
but they don't sound surreal for Diddy.
At this point, nothing sounds great.
Exactly. So I would argue that the wilder the story, the likelier people are to believe it.
At this point, you might
If it
be
makes
right
sense.
on that. You might be right. But there should be a level of I mean, an anchor to reality, though.
Hey, perception is everything, man.
I mean, you might be right. Some people see your skin color and think you're black, and others might know you're Indian.
Yeah.
Perception is everything.
Perception is everything. So, hey man, to each their own.
Crazy stories, though. That we'll keep following these stories. I'll see if I can find, maybe we can dive a bit deeper into that crazy Tupac story with this woman getting into that altercation. I can see if I can find a transcript of it or someone who's telling the story, because this is, when you hear it, RJ, when you read it, you're asking yourself, what the heck is this? I'll send it to you, man.
Yeah, please send it to
Wow.
me, because I'm interested. And I asked you this like a couple of days ago. How come? I'm just baffled. how come you know a lot of things that are like very random stories? So of course, this is so okay. Let me just give some context, guys. This is a Diddy story, and Diddy is trending. Yeah, of course. And we need to stay on top of things. But KR will have a story like this about the most random thing. He'll just say, yeah, he'll just come. Did you hear about? Did you did you hear about the mayor in Dakota, in South Dakota, that got eaten by an otter? And you're like, how do you know these stories, man?
So-
Like
so-
weird thing. In
So
the
I
past,
have
he
a
always
story.
used
I'll
to-
give you an example.
Yeah.
Continue talking. I'll pull up an example.
random ass stories, man.
I'll pull up an example for you guys, so you guys understand what he's talking about. Here's a story I found. Here's a story I found that we're not gonna cover, but I'm like, yo, how the heck do I found these type of stories? Let me share my screen real quick.
Random.
Here's
story,
an
guys.
example. Random story. You know how random? This is how random it is.
Baby-faced ex-mayor of Ritzy Hamptonstown, accused of trying to yes.
This is a story I was contemplating whether we should cover it or not.
Oh, that would have
But
been,
I was
yeah.
like, yo, this
Yeah.
is so a random story. We cannot, it's not gonna get any clicks. But
No, I mean,
just-
it's
just
wild
so-
enough for a short thought, maybe, but
He's 39, by the way. You wanna see his face?
Yeah,
Is
it
he
was the
really a baby face?
Yeah, the baby.
Is he really a baby face?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
No, but this is crazy. So these are by the way, this is the girl that he said the secretary is they are saying that he tried to pimp out. So yeah, this is
I understand why. I understand now why it remained at attempt.
this is wild. This is wild.
Guys, KR brings out the worst in me, man.
Oh man,
my
this is
darkest
crazy.
my darkest jokes
This is crazy.
are because are due to KR. KR has like he baits, man. He baits.
This is the guy with his wife. Man, the thing is these are the crazy stories you will find when you are out here in the internet streets. And you find all these crazy things. We cannot cover everything, but yeah, this is what he's pointing out, that sometimes I just tell him about these stories.
Yeah.
Like, did you hear about the ex-mayor who was trying to start his own freak off party with the secretary for favors? This is crazy. This is crazy. But yeah, anyway, guys, let us know what you think about this whole Diddy stuff. Do you believe that those stories, that these new allegations, these new lawsuits, the 13-year-old story of the 13-year-old girl, that's a very interesting story. Not saying that it's not true or not, but I mean, we have to break it down like a kilo of brick. You might have to break it down like a kilo of brick, but it's too early to break
it down like a mule.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Best comments will be chosen to be featured in one of our future videos. RJ.
Yes, guys. Hey, thank you, KR. Thank you guys for tuning in. As KR said, the best comment will be highlighted in a future show. But before we can move to the next segment, I have to do some housekeeping. Remind you guys to don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit the bell icon, of course, for more updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. Also, guys, don't forget to like the video by hitting the like button. You support us. It's entirely free, but it means a lot. to us. The subscribe button is also free, so all the free support you can give us are good. We're building great things. More things are coming. We're currently working on a website as well, so more on that later. This is just the beginning, but we appreciate our day ones. When we reach 1,000 subs, we will also highlight and give thanks to the day ones, all the people who commented throughout the years. But before that, I mean, you don't need to wait until we get 1,000. Drop a hot comment today, and you might have a chance of being mentioned in a future show if we pick your comment as the hot take. So you can make that comment either on the main show, which is Double Thought Show, or the main channel, which is Double Thought Show, or the Clips channel, which is Double Thought Clips. We really appreciate your support. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. And KaiR, with that being said,